do on the fly. We should have sound now.
Do we?
I can hear you.
Well, I know you're in the room.
Oh. Good point.
We need to talk about how he enters the room.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
That's weird. I didn't even get like an OBS update or anything. It just
Abs.
Abs.
Yeah, the only thing I did different from last week to now is I had to plug that USB keyboard because I got batteries.
Oh, good.
You got some battery.
Yes.
Batteries.
Yes, I got batteries.
Oh, you got the batteries.
Getting batteries. I think you're getting batteries. I
got
really think so.
batteries for my electric chair. Batteries for his electric chair.
Good job, Jeff. All right.
Yeah.
Brian was here early. Brian's like, tell me about the titties.
Well, Brian.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
Well, he's about to.
Brian
find
is
out.
the man of the neeple.
Boy, oh boy. We have to wait for Bill.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be fun discussing the plot of this one.
It's going to be easy. It's going to take like 9 seconds.
to discuss. Lots of plot. So much plot.
In the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, but somehow, some way.
It's popping out some things. Just popping out.
Popping out some chips. These are escape pods.
Oh.
See, these are unlocked escape pods.
There's
The
Bill.
flip side is locked escape pods.
Bill's here.
Hey, what up, Bill?
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
My chat is... Oh, no, it's top chat instead of live chat.
You gotta get out of the top
Oh,
chat.
there's
Oh
Bill.
shit!
Yeah, you don't want-
top. I
fuck
never
that.
realized there was
Fuck
two.
that top chat.
There was two forms of chat.
Yeah. No, live
One
chat.
discriminates for some dumb reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like you can up or down vote chat.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's dumb.
the fuck?
Tis dumb.
It's Google trying to be up in your shit when they ain't got no business being in your shit.
Yeah, Google, stay out of my shit.
Get out of my shit, Google.
Yeah.
Get out of my shit.
uh.
And into my car.
Get into the backseat,
I didn't have a second
baby.
line, so I can...
All right, just waiting for the ladies to show up.
Yeah, so we can talk about bikinis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're flocking.
And breasts.
Ladies are going to love this episode.
I think ladies already love this episode.
Yeah. But they want to hear the bikini experts.
Yeah.
Sexperts, if you
Sexperts,
will. I'm right.
Are we bikini experts?
We are now.
Good point.
All members of the FBI.
Yep.
The Fiends bikini inspectors. Am I right? Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, we were.
No, it's the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Oh, I was completely wrong on that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Huh. Weird.
Interesting.
The first player marker is a cat in a spacesuit.
Jonesy?
Or just a random cat.
He's just a
It's
random cat.
Boo.
Goose?
Goose.
Anyway, I'll put this away so we can begin the episode. If you want. I mean,
Stay tuned, Bill. You'll find out.
we don't have to. It's quite all right.
I'm not wearing anything under my clothes.
Yeah. I'm cosplaying as the true stars of this movie, the ones that don't wear bikinis. Like Mad Dog.
Oh, you mean Chet?
Chet and Mad Dog.
Chet Marley?
Chet Marley Productions. Hi, Curtis. Hello.
A Chet Marley production.
Curtis is here.
Man, Curtis wanted to hear our thoughts.
Curtis just watched Bikini Summer.
Yeah.
I saw him log it on Letterboxd.
Curtis always has
Yes.
just watched whatever we have.
No,
just
I know,
watched.
but he
Yeah.
usually doesn't jump right into the chat. He's like, I gotta know.
This was established this is not Curtis the Ruckus from Bangkokis.
No.
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 But it's like the shady people who joined the Patreon and then quit once they knew what the next week's movie was.
Yeah.
Like, the more efficient way is for them to just follow Curtis on Letterboxd.
Yeah, really. Yeah, pro tip for you. If you want to scam us.
Yeah. Just follow Curtis.
We're just teasing. We love you, Curtis.
Yeah, and we appreciate your dedication.
Yeah.
Like seriously, anyone who's like, I'm going to watch this week's movie.
Yeah. I wish more people did that.
I honestly think I don't think there's been one I've noticed that he's missed. Since we started doing that.
The world would be a happier place and a more profitable place for us if everybody watched the movie.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Curtis, but I don't think you watch a lot of the horror that we do. I don't think horror is Curtis's thing.
We don't do much horror. It's
No, I know, but I feel like maybe he doesn't jump on the horror thing.
It's okay.
He doesn't fuck with horror.
Some people, they get spurred by themselves.
Sure, yeah.
I don't necessarily get scared.
people
I
just
just don't
don't
really
like horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really care for horror all that much.
Horror.
Well, horror doesn't really like you either.
That's fine. It's
Yeah,
a mutual
horror says you
understanding.
suck a dick.
It's
We're polite to each other in the hallway, but
Like, hi, horror. How was your Tuesday?
it's not like I'm hi, you stupid horror.
Yeah. I'll see you next Tuesday, horror.
it's weird when I think about it as far as horror goes. In that, like, I'd say like 4 of my top 10 are horror movies, but I don't consider myself as someone who enjoys horror at all.
They got to have a certain something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I never considered myself like a horror fan. Again, if it was a regarded movie, I would watch it. But I think other than that, it wasn't like I was like, ooh, horror movies,
Yeah.
yay. But I took that horror like appreciation class in college, and I was like, I started to like look at it a whole different way. And I honestly just took that because it was like the weird film elective of the semester. Because they do random rotating things.
Well, horror is like the smartest, dumbest genre of movie. Because there's consistently like filmmakers that do really, really smart stuff in it, and they always code it in just really dumb
Yeah.
shit.
It's one. I've said this all along. It's one of the few genres that you have to create an entirely believable universe that doesn't exist in reality. You just have to for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone pulls that off, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You made a movie about little furry gremlins.
Question for the class.
Sure.
Distinction between thriller and horror. Not like thriller, but a thriller and a horror movie. Is there a distinction? If so, what is it?
To me, I'll let Chuck answer after. Chuck has more.
The level of menace in it, really, like thriller. A lot of thrillers, I think, are more like gaslighting kind of stuff. Like, I'm gonna start to pretend to take over your life and move into your house and do weird things. But then, like, it'll be a horror movie if that person gets stabby
Yeah.
and just starts murdering other
a
things.
thriller is more about the tension, and horror is more about the release.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because horror tends to have like tension is more like everything's building up to what happens in the third act, or not tension, a thriller. I feel that's how I feel about it. At
I think
least, is it's usually a build up until the third act, whereas a horror movie is paced almost like an action movie, where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, somebody dies here and somebody's going to die here, and then
I believe the one we had the biggest debate about thriller versus horror movie in that class was Fatal Attraction,
Yes.
because it's like
Is that a thrower movie?
Yeah,
Or a
'cause, I mean,
killer?
It
It's sort of
could be
like-
considered a horror movie
Yeah.
because, my God. But
yeah, I mean that's
that
the thing.
movie is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is it's like she goes some steps beyond what would be considered a thriller, I think, but also it's like a lot of people discount horror movies as like, no, horror movie has to be like supernatural or some shit like that, and,
Sure.
and it's like, fuck you, Night of the Hunter is a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's scary as shit.
Yeah.
As, Hannibal Lecter's and the things that can actually happen.
I think you just go down that path of movies like Fatal Attraction, where it's just like Hannah Rock's Cradle and Pacific Heights and Single White Female and stuff like that. You're like, these are horrific movies, but they are thrillers. It's just a dumb distinction you make when you work in a video store, really. Then you get in dumb fights on Twitter about it. But
Oh, that's important. Dumb fights on Twitter.
yeah,
Thank you for that answer. I appreciate that. I was having this discussion in a taxi going downtown. No, sorry. I was having that discussion with a friend of mine, and I was like, I don't know how you would necessarily define one versus the other, and I believe that a horror movie could probably be a thriller. Or
Absolutely.
a thriller could be a
Alien horror movie, Gravity thriller.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because, I mean, it's like there's nothing menacing her except for the situation, really. But you're on the edge of your seat the whole time in Gravity. And it's like, but, space is the villain. It wants to kill you.
I've heard is it impossible to live in space.
But yeah, so I mean, that's the way I would look at it. But a lot of people are just like, they take the clear line of like, oh, it's a thriller if it's not supernatural. Like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't care.
It was hard when I would have like a pile of movies to go through and watch one and be like, well, this is clearly a horror movie, and then you get to the end and you're like, that was really kind of a thriller. It's hard to define on the surface. It's just a thing that you feel when you're watching it. It's like, yeah, this really
You're giving it the old porno defense.
kind of.
I'll know it when I see
you'll
it.
know it when you see it. Exactly. There it is.
So what is Malignant?
That's when you
That's
have
a fucked up
cancer.
horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pure and simple.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say The Sixth Sense is a thriller. I mean,
Absolutely.
There's things that are like cribbing heavily from the horror genre, but then like it usually deflates it immediately after, and it's like, yeah, but you shouldn't be scared because it's actually just, this is the universe that we live in, and it's not scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, like the ghost kid appearing under the blanket is fucking scary as shit. But
Yep.
then like 2 seconds later, it's like, no, feel bad. This kid was poisoned, and he's just trying to get help. And
Yeah.
sorry if I'm spoiling The Sixth Sense, but I mean, it's like, it's like
That already happened for me like
yeah.
15 years ago.
I just mean
so-
it's like there's things that are like built up like a horror movie. And
Oh,
all
The
of a
Sixth
sudden-
Sense is so plays like a horror movie.
yeah, and
but
then it's like immediately like, no, you actually probably shouldn't be scared
Yeah.
because it's just dead people and they were alive once before.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
sorry.
just want to
Whoops.
talk. You know?
I didn't know they were dead people that kid saw when he said, "I see dead people."
yeah,
Well, yeah.
he meant it.
Oh, so he meant actual dead people.
Yes, people who died.
He wasn't
These
just
are the people who died.
he wasn't just in a morgue at the time.
No,
Oh.
no, he was like living his life, and dead people were like, "Hey, kid,
Yeah.
dead over
Kid,
here,
Yeah.
I'm a computer. I'm dead over here.
over here."
I'm still mad about the
Help-
Sixth Sense
help
being spoiled
computer.
for me.
How long after The Sixth Sense came out was it spoiled for you?
Months.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
It was. I mean, and this was like, what was that? 2004,
no,
1999.
99.
Yeah,
I think, all right, so just to get on my own personal high horse for a second, I think the most infuriating one lately has been Shang-Chi, because it's like, I'm not going to the fucking theater. I really want to see that movie, but I'm not risking life and limb to go see it in the fucking
Right.
theater, so lay the fuck off of it on YouTube and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Until it's like in a home market, because it's like,
Well, that's-
this is not my fault. Like, there's a goddamn pandemic
That's-
that nobody's
yeah.
paying attention
that's
to.
every movie now
Yeah, I
because
know.
like this pre-release hype cycle that everything. I'm like, y'all shut the fuck up about Bond because I'm not going to see that.
Right.
And if you fuckers spoil that opening weekend, I'm gonna come over there
that's-
and throat punch you.
That's what I mean. It's just like, all right, seriously, like, you really need to lay off it now, because
Yeah.
I'm not going to the goddamn
So is
theater.
Bond actually like coming out in a few weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, October
You
7th.
can pre-purchase tickets now.
This is gonna be like the first one. God.
Yeah,
I really
know.
wanted to see
Like
Fast,
honestly,
but-
first one since License to Kill that I won't see in the theater.
But like all
I'm going to see it in the theater.
again, all of these things, I'm like, if you charge me a premium pay-per-view, I will do that. That's fine. I accept that. I understand the situation we're in right now. I'll give you the money. I just don't want to be around all the fucking people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Thursday to the indie theater because they take this shit seriously. So
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I'm in a position I could do it. Yeah, I could go at like 10 o'clock in the morning on a
Yeah, you
weekday
should.
and like, see the shit in a completely empty theater probably, but still, it's just...
in an otherwise empty room.
Yeah. In the smell of popcorn and the second concession stand that's never,
Never
been
opened.
opened.
And the trash can with the weird hole doesn't fit all your things.
That you trash.
The movies.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know.
So that's horror movies.
But I something came up on YouTube on my recommended things that was like, ending of Shang-Chi explained. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck off!
I
like,
know.
Why do we have to explain every ending of every movie?
That's a hot
Because-
YouTube trend.
and they're
Yeah.
all like
I know.
it's like the ending of Alien explained.
I know. My favorite ones are the ones where they just explain the most common sense. Like,
Yeah.
I get
yeah,
it.
I watched the movie. I saw that happen.
Yeah, she got away. I remember.
I
Explain
just,
to me, shit like Deathbed. Just give me explainers for that, or
it's a bed that eats.
right? Yeah. Tell me that.
I mean,
it's
it's
a
right
bed
there
that
in the
eats.
title.
Yeah. But explain to me
a bed
like
that done it.
yeah.
See, I would make a video that was like, here's my explanation of the end of 28 Days Later. since it's fucking ambiguous, but
Yeah.
it's not because
Explain Tarkovsky movies.
Yeah,
to
there
me.
should be
give
like
me-
the
give me some
ambiguous shit
that I-
should have like
Yeah.
okay, this
Well, I would go on to say like, no, it's actually not ambiguous because if you watch the entire movie, here's all the context clues for what's about to fucking happen.
Oh yeah, you should make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
obvious. This should be obvious.
yeah.
Yeah.
By Harlow.
Here's what you missed, dumbass.
Yeah.
The clues were there, Mr. Police.
Well,
a good channel name.
for a while there, before like YouTube actually became like a big ubiquitous thing, it was like film sites would be like 10 things you missed in Fight Club,
Yeah.
and then you'd look and it'd be like literally just the trivia section.
Well, that's why we're still having the fucking revival of the Lone Pine Mall bullshit.
Yeah.
Still blowing people's minds 30 years later. It's just like, hey guys, you're not going to believe this thing I found in Back to the Future after all these years. Remember when he hit the pine? Yeah, well, check this out. The sign's different at the end.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a great thing, but
It's
you know,
absolutely a great
hidden-
thing. I
hidden
saw it in the
Easter
fucking
eggs,
theater.
yeah.
yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's like it's a thing I discovered on my own.
When we were children, we
Yeah.
knew about.
We were like, ha, look at that. That's a great visual gag. I get it. I was 10. So it's fine. Whatever. Get on.
Listicles make money, and that shit makes money.
Just get on YouTube and do whatever you want.
yeah,
Someone's got to.
yeah.
I heartily encourage people to do more shit on YouTube.
Absolutely.
I keep finding good YouTube channels.
There are good. There
Like,
really are.
There are a lot of really good channels, and none of them are the big mainstream ones.
Correct.
Like, granted, I use YouTube for a lot of like electronics and making stuff, and just weird stuff. Like I follow a couple machining channels and shit like that. But I keep finding weird, interesting. Like I think I mentioned Breadsword a few weeks ago, which is a really good channel. They don't put out a lot of content, but there's some really good long form essay stuff on some movies. And I just found a channel that I really like that does one hit wonder retrospectives, and they do not a deep dive, but a not the kiddie pool, maybe a sort of the shallow end of a normal pool dive.
Like an above ground backyard pool.
Yeah, like a 4 foot.
Sure.
4
Like a
4 to
little
5 foot.
deeper than the grunge videos.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, those aren't bad. I mean, I'm just saying, as far as like smatterings of information, they're a quick little thing, but yeah,
Yeah, so they're like 15-minute videos where they go into
like that great art explained in 15 minutes channel I found, where it's just they talk about a single piece of art for 15 minutes. And
yeah.
Yeah.
The channel's called Todd in the Shadows, and it's really entertaining. Like 15 minutes on.
I think I follow that dude on Twitter.
My mind has blanked, so I can't remember a single one hit wonder right now. Maybe Honor of a
Spirit in the
Lonely Heart.
Sky.
Spirit in the
Norman
Sky.
Greenbaum.
Yeah.
Groove is in the heart.
Groove is in the heart. Stuff like that. Yeah. The Monster Mash, for example.
I touch myself.
Yeah, I just watched that one the other
I
day.
ran so far away.
Electric Avenue.
Mambo number 5. I watched Mambo number 5 the other day. Fascinating story, Lou Bega.
Yeah, he's German.
Yeah. His last name, he's German Ugandan.
Oh, so it's like rutabaga?
His last name is Lubega.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like rutabaga.
Oh, I get it.
But that dude totally sold the fuck out for a paycheck, which is
Oh yeah.
admirable in some ways.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good job. I mean, whatever.
As they say, respect the hustle.
You get fucking paid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of these, like a lot of these folks that are like, all right, well, I've been playing gigs for 15 years, and one of my songs made it to number 1, and then I tried to make a song exactly like that song that made it to number 1. Cool, I have a lot of money now. Bye. You'll never see me again. Whee!
Yeah.
Or I'll go back to making indie darling hits for the next
Sure.
15 years.
Yeah. I mean, that's the weird thing is like sometimes the what quote unquote one hit wonders like have a career after that, and there's actually substantive
Yeah.
music after the fact that just never had radio play. Like I actually like Harvey Danger a lot, and they really only had Flagpole Sitter, but it's like that band's been around doing other quality stuff for a long time.
Yeah, one of my favorite
That
bands
Private
is the
Helicopter.
Cardigans, and
Yeah.
everyone only knows
Yes.
one song of theirs, which isn't isn't even close to one of their best songs.
Is Love Fool? Is that what the people know?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
the
like,
only one anyone ever thinks of.
So I haven't watched any of Todd in the Shadows like pop song review.
Yeah.
Uh,
They
but
had
he-
a big, super
but he
big,
does.
popular hit before Love Fool, though, right? The Cardigans, didn't they?
Nope.
They did not.
What was the kind of hit off their album before that, though?
What off of?
You're thinking of the second hit, which was
Yeah,
My Favorite Mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not favorite.
No.
It was
No, I swear there was something on the album.
my favorite game
Yes.
was off
that's-
Gran Turismo, which came out later.
Yeah.
But
No, I believe there was because there was an album before the Love Fool album, right?
yes,
I
there
swear
was.
they had a song that was
Life,
fairly
Life,
popular.
and Emmerdale came out before that.
Yeah.
If you were listening to college radio, you might have heard something. So-
I'm just saying. I swear I knew a song of theirs before Love Fool became big.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
mean,
pullovers that you're thinking of, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just got a message
Thanks for
from my
asking.
guy.
Is that right? No, but Life is actually a better album than the one that everyone,
Yeah.
the first band on the moon, which everyone got. But
saw
I
the-
could talk a lot about the
I
Cardigans.
saw the Cardigans live.
Really?
They opened for Beck one time.
They're
I-
probably pretty good because
Yeah.
their drummer is a fucking badass.
Actually, I think that was before Love Fool came out too.
Yeah.
Actually, but yeah, Atari Teenage Riot and them opened, which was a weird ass
that's
fucking show.
That's a weird
yeah,
grouping of
especially
artists.
like him doing is it Guero? Fuck no. The fuck are Beck's albums? He did
Odelay.
Odelay. Yeah, he's doing the Odelay tour. Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think that at some point in the 90s we were like, Beck's a one-hit wonder. And then, like, Odelay came out and people were like, wait, there's a good song on this? And then they listen to the album and they're like, wait, every song on this is good?
All right.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Like everyone had written him off.
I had not, but I also
Well-
was like, I had the other albums that were out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a Beck stan.
Oh, you're from
Yes, I'm
You're
from
Uzbekistan?
Yes.
Yeah. One of the most fascinating things.
Uzbekistan.
I'm a Beck.
Uzbekistan.
I'm a Beck stan.
Um,
I'm a Beck Hansen this stan.
oh, you like Hanson?
Yes.
Nice.
Hmm.
Bob.
Yeah.
No, that's Scatman John, different one-hit wonder. That guy's got a cool story. You should watch that video
I'm a scat man.
or read up on him. He actually had a stutter, like a really bad stutter.
He just worked it into the song.
Singing. He was like a
for him.
real ass jazz hepcat,
Mhm.
and singing helped him with his stutter.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool story. But one of my favorite like constant things about one-hit wonder artists is how often they end up like, so they fail at their second attempt, like to catch lightning in a bottle, but then they end up doing like 5 songs that were also number 1 hits and working in production for 35 years and winning Grammys.
Yeah, the New Radicals guy,
Yes.
he got Grammys like 5 years after
Yep.
the song everyone knows.
Oh, doesn't he have the music in him?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
so,
does.
I mean,
He's got
clearly
the
he told
music
everybody
and
that. He couldn't stop then.
Yeah.
He had the music in him.
He shouldn't have told off all those people at the end of that song. Still have a career.
He was a weirdo.
They
He was really weird.
he apparently, at least with Beck, he made up with Beck.
Oh, good.
They got back together.
Yes.
He told him, I want you, Beck.
Said I want you back for good.
And he said it with with a New Zealand accent, so that Beck knew
You want your
that he
Beck,
wanted
please?
him Beck.
Baby come bick.
I'm not a loser anymore. Baby, come back.
Bick. But,
Should we do a podcast?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
your
Yes.
Beck's
Right. Making
Should I do
jokes.
announcement before or after the main thrust of our podcast?
announcement
oh.
When are we thrusting?
of the thing.
You remember like a movie that I mentioned in passing 6 months ago and put it on
So-
the list.
Yeah,
You
we'll do a
don't remember
Patreon
what I
push
said.
beginning.
Beginning? Okay.
Beginning of the episode. We don't do that very often.
Okay.
We run our little ad that we've had for God knows how long.
Right.
All right. We probably need to do some more of those, don't we?
If you
Yeah, if you can come up with some words to say.
yeah. That's the best part. Is when
Lick
And the
our
thing is, like
wallets
in the
with your-
car, I had one, and then it left my brain because I couldn't write it down or anything.
Oh, you just got to pull out your phone and tap it into your
No,
notes app.
I was watching a video while I was driving.
okay.
How am I supposed to type
Oh,
up a
yeah,
note
sorry.
on my phone if I'm watching a video
Pull out
while
your
I'm
laptop.
driving?
Yeah.
Jesus
Pull
Christ.
out your laptop.
Come
you
on,
dumbass.
man.
It is
You don't have a
not
laptop stand on your wheel?
Not yet.
You got to
I'm
get
working
one.
on it.
It's all the rage.
It is not illegal to compose a handwritten note while driving.
Ain't nothing in the rules says you can't.
yeah.
I was writing a letter, officer.
Yeah. I have a
Show me in the book where it
Yeah.
says I can't do that.
I have a quill
Ain't
mount.
no
in my-
law against that.
I have
This
a quill
inkwell
mount.
was going dry.
Also, I'm totally stealing all of this Rory Scovel, I believe, but it's his.
From what?
Rory Scovel, I believe it's his bit about texting and driving.
Oh.
A little inkwell that clips into your vent.
Yeah. So you get like the aroma,
Aroma, yeah.
and it warms it.
Yes.
Very important.
Dip and write on a parchment and then seal it with wax while you're doing 90 on the interstate.
And then throw it out the window.
Yes. Catch. I'm not texting while driving. I'm composing while driving.
Yeah. But
I was
next
doing
time
calligraphy.
next time I'll pause the video and dictate a note that will
Yes.
Good idea.
and then I'll read it like a month later and be like, well, that's stupid.
what is
That'll never work. What
is
the
this?
fuck?
That's why you can't wait. You just have to send it immediately to us.
Yeah. Got to do it live.
Well, I have plenty of that shit. Like when I wake up at 3 a.m, like I have genius ideas, and then I'm just trying to go back to sleep, and they're all gone.
What you have? Okay, so here's what you do:
Need dream journal.
text yourself.
No.
Before
But-
you wrecked yourself.
Right. But what does iOS have a schedule send for text messages?
I feel like there's some way of doing it.
Probably, but
Long press on the send button and
Yeah.
see if it lets
I
you
think
schedule.
maybe that's how you do it.
Sure. I think,
I know-
that's,
I know
I think that
that's-
just puts confetti on the
Yeah, I was gonna
text
say.
message.
I know that's how you can send the effects.
Fucking balloons and shit.
Well, certain ones do it automatically. Like if you say "Happy Birthday,"
Right,
you just
yeah.
automatically get balloons and shit. All right, let's do this podcast thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wanted to make sure everybody had that in their head.
Oh, it's never left.
Thank you.
Never left. It's always there. All right, welcome to the BMFcast.
hey,
BMFcast.
BMFcast.
Episode 520.
Whoa, blaze it!
Blaze
Yes,
it.
extra blaze.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick blazing. I'm Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And what we blaze each and every week here on the BMFcast is we go to watch ourselves a quote-unquote bad movie. Then we come here and talk about it. Then they get ratings. Good bad movies, enjoyable bad movies. They get 1 to 5 jocks and robot jocks.
Hey, Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks.
I like that.
However,
Huh?
there are negative. No, there are bad movies. As in Stay Away. They get a negative sliding scale, 1 to 5 bags and giant bags of trash.
Boo.
I have said this before.
Man, don't like them.
Nobody likes those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying.
So,
Cool.
little housekeeping before
Little
we start.
housekeeping before big announcement. Little housekeeping, big announcement.
There we go.
Housekeeping.
Hey, y'all like when we do fun stuff on Patreon?
I do,
Yay. Yeah.
because I get it for free.
Well, this one won't be free, but
Oh.
we got a new thing come to the Patreon, courtesy of me and friend of the podcast Jens. It's something
And
that
what
people.
does yen sound like?
Friend of the podcast Jens.
Yeah, you can hear that he actually doesn't sound like that.
Right.
I don't
You'll
know
finally
it.
get to hear that Jens sounds exactly like this.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Um,
Hi, Woody. You are Jens.
So, some folks have been sending us messages and asking about if we were going to re-release some stuff that we did a while back. And no, we're not going to do that. But we
However-
are going to give you a brand new Bond recap podcast.
Rebonded.
God damn it! Now we have to change the name.
There's still time. We haven't released it
You
yet.
got to change a bunch
God
of
damn-
intros now.
Yeah, we got.
Oh,
five
you
or
got
six.
you got
a
to bail
bunch-
on the bond.
No, it's called We Have All the Time in the World, and it is a short Bond recap podcast. We kind of go over the general plot and a bunch of the little like things that make Bond movies Bond, like the gadgets, the actor, the Bond girls, the villains, the big set pieces,
the lethal dose of Bond.
the lethal dose of Bond, the Bond girls, yeah. And did I say the villains already? Yeah, gadgets, the quips, and all that. And we're giving them actual factual ratings every week.
Actual factual.
Actual factual ratings, yeah. We
On
don't
what-
call them that.
On
but
what scale?
Yeah.
You have to tune in to find out.
Ooh.
How I see. Shocking.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this will be dropping at the $5 level for patrons on the Patreon. I know that's a little steep. Eventually, this will roll down to some of the lower tiers in Patreon, and one day it will be free, like all of our podcasts. But
Not all of them.
like most of our podcasts,
Some of them.
Some of them, a vast majority of our podcasts. But look for it in the end of September or the beginning of October. I don't know. Tell us on Twitter if you want it on September 30th or October 1st.
Either way.
We can make
Hey,
the magic happen.
Put
But
it out, man.
yeah, I'm really excited. We've had a lot of fun recording a bunch of episodes so far, and we're going to do the whole Eon Bond. We are not going to do
Like 1,000 years of Bond?
yes, 1,000 years of Bond.
Not going
it's
to do
gonna
Never
take a
Say
while.
Never Again?
Yeah, no Casino Royale, original Casino Royale. I bet Jens wanted to.
Those are not in the plan.
Okay.
If the people demand it,
They're going to be in the plan. You
make
know
some
this,
bots.
right?
if the
Yeah, as
people
soon as
demand
you
it,
said that, everyone's like, they're watching Casino Royale, the crappy one.
if the people demand it, but we are covering the main canon Bond films. I wish there were canon Bond
Oh,
films.
man, a canon Bond film.
Would
Holy
be the
shit.
best.
The C-A-N-O-N.
C-A-N-O-N, yes. We're covering all the main canon Bond films, and when we finish that, then we will see. But yeah.
Yeah. I wish I'd been able to join you guys. I really wanted to, but I could barely keep up with the other shows that I'm on.
I understand. And I kept getting frustrated that I couldn't get this off the ground myself. And so I
It's hard to do a solo podcast.
yeah. And so I reached out
Oh,
to
yeah.
Jens. I was like, Jens, buddy, what do you think about Bond movies? And he's like, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. Let's do this.
Let's do the
He
podcast.
doesn't
I
sound-
like the James Bond.
He doesn't sound like that.
He sounds exactly like the
I assume he does a soft yay, like jogging.
Yeah, of course. Jens Bond.
James Bond.
Jens.
Bond.
Yabble 07.
James Bond. Do you ever call him James Bond at any point in any episode?
Well, Jens does, because he talks
He does,
like
oh,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
He
it's-
talks
it's
exactly like
uncanny.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tune in for that.
We're all a bunch of rich littles when it comes to yens.
Right.
I'm more of a Fred Travalina.
No,
But anyway, we have all the time in the world coming soon to a Patreon near you. $5. It'll be worth it. You're going to get. We're going to be releasing every 2 weeks, so fortnightly, Holly fortnightly.
Good deal.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first episode. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, you
I have
already
heard
listened
that.
to it. Yeah.
Oh, this guy got a little sneak preview.
Yeah.
Check that guy
It was
out.
available to you too.
I know.
You just didn't listen to it.
Well, because you gave constructive feedback, and I was like, well, I can't add to that. So I will be surprised when it comes out.
Hey,
You didn't
whatever
even listen.
works.
Come on.
I was going to listen if no one else did to offer feedback, but because you got good constructive feedback from it, I wasn't going to pile on or
You
anything.
couldn't even get a mercy listen, BJ.
Didn't even get a mercy listen. Never
I was
mind.
editing the other 12 podcasts we do.
Okay,
This podcast is canceled.
He's got an excuse.
which film is Mercy listening?
She's in Never Say Never Again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the one with that weird AM radio subplot.
I don't remember that. One of the magnificent things is like, oh, holy shit, I didn't remember that happened in this movie.
Yeah. You always get that because there's so many of them. Some of that stuff just leaves your brain.
Yep.
Okay, give me a brief spoiler here. How much does Jens talk about the soundtrack in You Only Live Twice?
Not much. We're
Really?
Yeah. So what we're doing,
That's the best one of them all.
I mean, it's
Soundtrack wise,
It's good,
The best
yeah.
one of them all.
so here's the deal. We're trying not to spend like Jens knows that he's known for being the soundtrack guy, so he's trying pretty hard not to be like Mr. Overbearing soundtrack guy.
Okay.
But that's one of the things
Oh,
that
you
I
mean like Hans Zimmer? What?
Yeah.
For
Oh,
soundtrack dish? Bomb.
But one of the things that I really do appreciate about Jens is he brings like a vast wealth of knowledge about soundtracks
Oh,
to
definitely.
the podcast. So he knows everything there is to know, it seems, about all the soundtracky stuff. And, he also is a font of knowledge about older movies and referencing older actors. And so it's great to have somebody who can, talk about serious, interesting information while I make a bunch of stupid jokes. Or try to make a bunch of
If
stupid
you need me to
jokes.
loan you the old man reference alarm, just let me know.
We might need it.
Okay.
We might need it.
Okay.
We didn't sound it when you said Fred Travelino, so why would we go into
Nobody even knew who Fred Travelino was to yeah.
You uncultured swine.
You're just old.
Is
That
he
too.
is he like the Steve Allen era guy?
No, he's like
still
70s and
Carson?
Oh no,
80s.
he's the golfer.
I thought he was like Mr. Bob Dabalina.
That's Lou Carvello.
Is that a
Lee
monkey,
Trevino?
Lee
Monkey
Trevino.
slash Del the Funky
Yep.
reference there? Okay.
Go to YouTube tomorrow and look up Fred Travelina.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just
just
do
go
it.
now.
Fine. We got something to talk about. We have a we watched a movie this
Oh,
week.
that's right.
We're not all just
Yeah,
doing fucking promos and shit.
Yeah, people want to hear about.
Well, this is how podcasts are. You start with a 7-minute ad, and then you
You're
finally
right.
get to
We
the
don't-
content.
We've been doing this wrong for a dozen years.
I think it's mostly because, well, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. I don't want to talk about this movie at all. like at all. I don't even want to acknowledge that it exists.
Let's talk
but
about
we
what the
can't
movie
do
was.
that. Otherwise, we don't have an episode.
Well, I
It's
know,
just an ad
Well, we could
for
just keep
BJ's
doing it.
podcast.
Yeah, I mean, look, there is a movie
Do
called
you have
Bikini-
anything you want to plug?
There is, yeah, I my new Let's Destroy All Copies of Bikini Summer fan
What?
club.
You said the thing.
Oh, Bikini Summer.
Yeah.
If you say it 3 times, it'll appear.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Say it twice more. We have to go watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched the
Yeah.
Bikini movie from 1991.
Yeah, we watched the swimwear closest to the sun movie.
Swimwear Equinox.
Right. Bikini Icarus.
So
Yes,
Chuck, you said
careful, Icarus.
you brought this one in because we're celebrating the official end of summer.
Yes.
What was the other reason for doing this to us?
I was okay. I was hoping for a different reaction from everyone.
Then, boy, nudity's boring.
Well, yes. Okay, so there was a time where I was watching every movie that had bikini in the title, and
As you do.
And when I got to this one, I got 5 minutes into it, and I was like, you know what? This motherfucker is the biggest antagonist I've seen in a long time, and we have not had one of those on the podcast in forever.
It's been a while.
So
yes.
I'm going to stop right here because fuck that guy. He's the worst, and I'm sure he will be in this entire film being a jackass. I was wrong.
You were not expecting an ensemble piece, were you?
No, I was not. I thought it was going to be that guy doing schemes and just being like, man, I fucking hate
More
you.
like an ensemble two-piece.
So,
I was hoping for more of a rage out of everyone and not a violent
Oh, a rage.
indifference.
well, we spent the first 15 minutes going, Chuck, is this a porn or not?
Well, it's a porn with the sensibilities of like a step-by-step opening montage. Like, I mean, that was his TV show that was on the same era as Full House.
What?
I just mean it's like it's a bunch of girls like we're in bikinis and splashing each other and jumping in our Jeep Wrangler, and it's like this. It's a fucking sitcom.
It's
intro.
a
Also,
sitcom intro, absolutely.
Intercut with random nudity.
yeah, random nudity. My favorite of all James Bond side characters.
Yeah. So the triple T ratio was high.
Oh, sure, right away. You weren't really expecting or prepared for it. It was just like, what? Like, there are bikinis, you're like, well, this is truth in advertising. Then all of a sudden, it's just like, here are wet, luscious ass cheeks. And you're like, well, all right, we're jumping straight ahead. You get your full 99-cent rental out of this right away. So,
Yeah, it's like that first 45 seconds of a 90s porn, except it goes on for about 6 minutes with the Bikini Summer theme song.
Sure.
There, I said it 3 times. Good luck.
well, it's coming.
Yep. But yes, there's a theme song to this one.
Yeah, Bikini Summer.
So, Stargrove, sorry. Sorry.
Wait, what is the theme song about anything relating to the movie?
Yes.
Bikinis and summer.
Is the movie related to anything about the movie?
No.
Okay, then. The most relevant thing about the movie is the theme song.
I suppose by that logic, it is telling the story as well as the story of the movie is telling it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say
Brian
this.
gets a fucking Stargrove. I don't like it.
In comparison to every other fucking movie I watched with bikini in the title, this is the fucking Citizen Kane of movies with bikini in the title.
That can't.
It is
possibly-
absolutely true.
No.
I swear to
No,
Christ.
I don't believe you.
No. There's even.
I do not believe
there's-
you.
There's even prettier ladies that could be in bikinis.
I have
I'm
done my
sorry.
research, friends. I am telling you this.
I mean, on the,
This is coming from a place of love. I'm trying to inform you that in the bikini milieu,
Over.
this is the cream of the crop.
This is the pinnacle of bikini movies. Is
Yes.
what you're trying to tell me that
Top of the mountain.
the top of the two mountains.
Yes. Twin Peaks.
this is no.
I mean, Bikini Car
No,
Wash
I
Company might be close.
I deny
but I
your
think it's a little
science.
derivative of Bikini Summer, which is the same plot. If you want this hard deep dive into the bikini
I'm already
subgenre.
hard. I'd love a deep dive, Chuck.
All right,
If you want to plunge
I
into
would take you
this.
up on that, Chuck. But I have the fucking internet. I don't need bikini movies anymore.
No, none of us do. I
Yeah.
didn't.
Nobody ever needed them.
I mean, look,
Well-
when we watched Pinball Summer, a movie that I believe at least 3 of us at this table fucking hated with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Yes.
But there were jokes in Pinball Summer that were great.
There were jokes and jugs in Pinball Summer that
Yes.
were great.
Yes. So there, even though that movie was
Sorry to call
almost
them jugs,
insufferable,
ladies.
there was stuff in that. There was that shot in the gym where they just pan over and there's this 90-year-old man
Yeah.
holding a giant dumbbell.
Yes. Yes.
It's a good gag. So I figured maybe this movie will have a gag or two that works. And there's one at the end where you're like, that's amusing. But then they
There is.
run it into the ground. Yeah, the cops
cops.
sneaking into the thing at the end.
Oh, that was a gag.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's a gag. It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. He's wearing
funny.
he's
It's a
wearing a
gag.
big SWAT helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah,
So-
it's a group of 5 people. I don't think it's ever explained how they are linked.
They
They're all
are
assholes, and they all went to the asshole convention and met up there.
They were basically like a part of a human centipede, and they'd recently been separated. And this was the first time they'd not been living.
they were acting
ass-
independently.
They were not
Yeah.
living ass to mouth.
Yeah, and to give you an idea,
Well, there's one non-asshole. Sorry.
the main guy that Chuck hated and thought was going to be the main guy is named Chet.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Chet Marley.
Strike one, Chet Marley.
And why is he a BMFcast alum?
Oh shit, I didn't pull that up. Hang
Well,
on.
I'll tell you, because he was in Crash and Burns, which is one of the worst things.
Was he Crash or Burns?
He wasn't either of them, but he was still in that annoying ass movie.
Oh my god, I had completely forgotten
Yeah.
the existence of Crash and Burns.
Also, that man has gone on to have an extensive career.
Behind the camera, right?
Both, I think he does a lot of voice acting too, but has appeared in some fairly respectable stuff also.
Okay.
David Milburn is his name. So he seems to be wearing eyeliner in this for some reason.
Yeah. He's an asshole. He wants to see them titties, which you can't blame a guy, but he's also the worst about it.
Okay.
He's trying to scheme to see titties.
Yeah.
Here's
and
the
that's,
thing.
That's the problem.
Okay, so the plot of this movie is that there are at least 5 people who seem to know each other, and they have taken on this job to paint this old couple's house. And as soon as the old couple leaves, they're just like, Bikini Summer, let's go. And they just all do their own thing.
Except for Mad Dog.
Mad Dog's doing his own thing.
Well, yeah. Mad Dog's own thing is sitting there being a Zen master.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is Kent Lipham. Lipham. Lipham.
Lipham.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know,
Lipham?
but it's
Lipham.
spelled
Lipham?
Lipham.
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 He's in No Retreat, No Surrender.
He is, which
He has more lines in No Retreat, No Surrender
I believe he probably does, yeah.
because he has 0 lines in this movie.
He has some juicy belches, though.
Yeah, some juicy belches and some knowing smirks. And
that's
what?
about it, yeah.
It's the title of his autobiography.
You could do worse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Shelley Michelle from Double Impact. She plays Jazz, who is the bassist and lead singer of one of the worst bands that has ever graced film or
Jailbait.
video. Jailbait was their name.
Jailbait was their name.
They suck.
Instrumentally, they're good.
No,
They're
They're
fine.
okay. They're okay.
when she sings,
They were good enough to get a record contract over the radio.
Yeah, in fiction, Chuck.
Oh, right.
Fiction.
Sorry.
When she sings, the Hellraiser undoes the puzzle box and is like, I can't take this.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah, that band's the music in this thing is so bad.
yeah. They don't do the Stargrove song though. That's someone else.
Yeah, someone else sings the titular song
Yes.
of the titular movie.
Yes. And the last alum we have is Shelley Michelle. Or no, sorry, I already mentioned her.
Hey, welcome back, Shelley
yeah,
Michelle.
hey, Shelley Michelle. Come on down, contestant number 2, Shelley Michelle. All right. Last one's Ken Davician of Maximum Force and Get Smart.
Right.
And you would probably recognize him as the dude that Borat chases through a hotel naked. Was he his manager, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minister of Companionship or whatever the fuck. He just comes over with Borat. Yeah.
Yeah, he would do that 15 years later.
Yes.
And then 15 years later, we would watch his movie from 30 years ago.
That's
And go, hey, that guy looks the same.
yeah.
Happy 30th anniversary, Bikini Summer.
Right.
You piece
That's
of
May,
shit.
It's the
may you
real
burn
reason.
in hell.
May God have mercy on your soul.
I hope the 30th anniversary gift is fire.
He plays the, I guess if you have a villain in the movie, it's him.
He's the land developer.
Yeah, he's
And
a
a
land
peeping
developer
Tom.
who's going to build a condo on the beach. That there's one of the other people, I don't even know which one it is in their little group, is an activist.
Yeah.
And he is clearly shown to be an activist for anything and everything.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
I think he's one of those people that's doing activism in service of getting laid. I think that's supposed to be
No.
no, you
No.
don't
He's
think so?
terrible at that because like
Yeah,
he,
but everybody's terrible at it.
But like when he meets the two ladies who are actually super activists, he's like, "Well, smell you later, I guess."
Yeah, he's
by-
intimidated by them and
Yeah.
leaves.
I thought that was just because he's an idiot.
No, because he has two modes. He has turn dumb lady away with knowledge, or turn smart ladies away with
Dumbasses,
less knowledge.
yeah.
So yeah, he's not doing it to get laid.
No,
He's
he
terrible at it.
But he's just shown to be, he doesn't actually believe in anything. He just vacillates between whatever is in front of his face.
He's an activist
Whoever,
nihilist.
whoever shakes the keys in front of him, that's
Right.
who he's following.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like if you've heard of the cause he is pitching, he will just pitch another cause.
Yeah.
So
Which is.
he's
And I appreciate that when he meets the smart chicks,
Mm-hmm.
that they shut him down completely. And I appreciate that they do that early to kind of take the piss out of him because he's almost out of the movie from that point forward.
And that's honestly one of the more palatable scenes from this movie.
Yes.
And even though like the dialogue is dumb because these girls are basically well, they explain it away later, but it seems dumb at the time because these girls are basically finishing each other's thoughts. Like they're finishing each other's opinions.
no, they come together at the end of sentences like the Beastie Boys. They
Yeah, right.
They
but they're finishing each other's like
but
instead of
they
finishing each
come
other's
into
sentences-
sync like they're on the same cycle as far as vocabulary.
But it's like
goes.
they're speaking as one.
Yes,
You know.
Yes, they are a hive mind.
Right. But they kind of explain that a little bit later, where they've like this is like the third time this has happened to them, so they probably got experience telling the same shtick to
Sure.
land themselves an activist because they want to actually fuck one, and he is such an idiot that he completely whiffs.
Yeah, he's not a sexual activist.
Yeah.
It's weird because okay, look, I know everyone hated this movie. Fine, whatever. I think what's something that is not commendable, but at least notable about this movie is that yeah, people are trying to see boobs. No one's trying to get laid.
I was going to comment on that.
You know, this is not a movie
Because
about
at some
I need to
point-
get laid. It's just like I would like to see your breasts, please. Thank you very much. have a good day. That's basically what this movie is. And it's about supporting their friend who is trying to start a bikini.
Yes. Yeah, because there are two more women. One is Renee, who basically just spends the movie trying to get a boyfriend, I guess.
Yes.
And then Cheryl, who wants to design bikinis.
Other way around. I think Cheryl is the one who wants a boyfriend.
Yeah, you're right.
Cheryl, boyfriend, Renee, bikinis,
Not that it really matters, but
No.
Mad Dog,
Yeah.
enlightenment.
yeah.
Yes.
But Renee is wears big glasses and baggy shirts and stuff. So
And her hair's
you know,
pulled back.
You know, at some point
So
she'll
she's-
be
yeah.
hot.
Yes.
But for now, she's ugly.
Also had paint on her smock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is hideous.
Yeah.
She
Yes,
is
just
detestable.
And she uses a sewing machine.
Yeah.
She is
Yep.
the worst.
Yep.
Ugh.
yeah. Otherwise, it's just a lot of the same bullshit you're gonna expect.
Mhm.
Cheryl meets a guy on the beach, finds out he's fucking some other chick, even though they've only met and said, "Hey, let's meet up later."
Yeah. I'll see you at this
And then
party
she
in
acts
3 hours.
like they've been together for months.
Yeah. She's like, Rob, explain yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a dude and I don't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way that she recovers from this is she wakes up after the party on a deck chair
Yep.
and then next to a pool and just goes, "Huh, I guess it's skinny dipping time,"
It's the only way to wake up.
which proceeds to make a 7-minute montage out of what is approximately 45 seconds of footage, give or take,
That's about right.
because we see the same shots over and over and over in different configurations of montage.
But I do appreciate they filmed her exploding out of the water 12 different times so they could just replay it over and over again.
And I appreciate that they slow-mo all the parts before her boobs show up in the in the slow-mo explosion out of the water.
Yeah. Yes.
Because it's kind of like Bikini Summer knows why we're here.
Right.
Yet Bikini Summer is like, nah, afraid not. And then eventually it's like, oh yeah, we already showed you these boobs. So here they are.
Yeah. Just get used to them. They're going to be like old friends by the end of this.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know, some of them are new friends, like recently.
Oh, yes. Some of them were brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, still had the fact of
Rock
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
friends.
Look, if you can't make your own, store bought is okay.
Sure.
oh man.
some were artisanal.
Yeah.
Some were.
She incurs the wrath of the homeowner.
Not really.
I know I'm being facetious.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
He's apparently a music guy trying to write music.
yeah, Mr. Bert Harden. Harden. Bert Harden.
Oh, is that how it's spelled?
Yes.
Harden?
He's played by Carmen Santamaria.
Yes. Carmen Santamaria.
And we made every hair metal band joke you could possibly make when this dude
Yeah.
shows up. Because
Striper.
he is tinkling away at a piano like, I'm trying to write my songs. Why is this nude lady in the pool bothering me? And he just kind of gets up and is like, excuse me. And she's like, oh, how dare you peep at me? I am standing here dripping wet and you were looking. And he's like, but it's my house. And she's like, you would say that, wouldn't you, you perv? I bet
and
you.
he tries to give her a robe, and she's like, oh, now you're being a gentleman. I
Yeah.
see how it is.
So you can take this off of me, I
Yeah.
bet. Huh?
And eventually we're all just sitting here going, ma'am, you are trespassing. You're in his house.
Get out.
If the cops showed up, I think I know how they would react.
The cops in this town are prosecuting stupider crimes than this one.
Yeah.
Yours is going to the top of the list because it's an actual crime. Because we've met the cops before. Activist, after getting rejected 16 times, ends up on a street corner with some hippies
Yeah.
who are just like, no condos, save the beach. And he's like, cool, these are my people. And the cops immediately show up and they're like, illegal protesting.
Yeah.
And the district attorney,
They didn't have a protest permit. So
okay. So this is like Popeye rules, basically,
Yeah.
where it's like you need a permit for everything and there's taxes for all these things you want to do.
Yes.
Oh, you mean life?
Yes. Well, come on. You could stand on a street corner and protest. They weren't hurting anybody. It was 4 of them standing in a circle. They couldn't even hold up traffic if they wanted to.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but the truth of the matter is there are actually all these stupid laws in
I
place
know.
because of trying to keep people silent
I know.
for things that they don't
Yes.
want
I
people
know.
protesting about. Make
But-
it slightly more difficult, and it probably won't happen.
No. But, I mean, they're there to arrest the activist dude. I don't know why. And the district attorney lady wears big-ass glasses and has her hair pulled back. So
Oh.
Yeah, she's the secret
She's-
TNA DA.
TNA and
The
DNA.
TNADA.
Yeah,
Ta-da.
yeah.
That could be a Bond villain organization.
Ta-da,
We,
da,
the women of
ta-da,
ta-da.
da, ta-da, ta-da.
So we're putting pieces in place, but we still really haven't hit on a plot yet.
Oh, don't worry. There's not going to be one.
No, eventually there is sort of one.
No, there's
There is a plot.
That's,
They got to save the rec center, so they got to whip the tits out.
yeah. Yeah.
Movie end.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
I mean, Chet is going around pretending to be a photographer and being real bad at it, but for some reason it still works anyway.
No.
Yeah,
but
because this is like equal opportunity horn dog beach. I mean, that's the thing is like everyone's doing a routine, and even the ladies are like, "Why the fuck's he doing a routine? We're down to fuck." Here.
Yeah.
And the guys are like,
well,
we
no,
wanna fuck."
we're down to let you look at our tits. Is the extent that they?
Well, I don't know.
There's no
They-
fucking in this. No
Well,
one wants
the
to fuck.
activist girls.
The
The activist girls were down to
girls
fuck.
were like,
yeah.
we fucked like 2 activists last week. We were going to fuck another one. And the, I don't know, Gene or whatever the fuck pretty boy that, what's her face met on the beach was fucking that lady because those 2 ladies were very interested in watching them fuck.
Brad.
Okay, Brad, whatever. I don't care, whatever.
Did you call him Gene?
I don't give a shit what his name is.
I just think it's funny that your brain picked Gene.
Gene, hi.
I don't know.
Hi, I'm Eugene.
I'm
Would you like to
Gene.
fornicate with me?
Check out my abs.
He looked like an asshole. Genes
That's why his name was
typically
Brad.
assholes. I mean, I'm not sorry if your name is Eugene or Gene. It's an asshole name to me. Like,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
poor Eugene Levy.
Yeah,
whatever. He's kind of an
He's
asshole.
rolling in his grave right now.
He's
probably.
perfectly
Wait, is he
alive.
dead?
No.
No. Oh no. No, he's
He's just rolling around in there. He's a
Yeah.
funny guy.
Yeah,
is what
he's
he
on
does.
Schitt's Creek with a word
Weirdo.
for
Yeah.
cattle.
Yeah. The band, the Jailbait band, has gone to rent a rehearsal space, and that's where they meet the dude from Borat, who's like, "Sure, yeah, I've been hoping to get these other people out of here with noise complaints or whatever." And he's like, "There's a shower in there you can use," and they're like, "Okay,"
And they do.
so they do.
This creepy motherfucker doesn't.
And
yeah.
there's just a hole in the wall right there. It's not a Porky's hole, but it's it's an eyeball hole. It's like the Nightmare Beach hole. It's just a guy peeping in there, and he peeps in there a lot until someone's finally like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a giant eyeball there."
Yeah,
They show
and
us
just
like
like-
4 showers.
Yeah, and
worth
just
of-
like Nightmare Beach, he all but admitted he was going to do it as he gave it. It's like, why don't you use the shower?
Yeah.
You know, Nightmare Beach, he's like, how about the mirror room? Take that one, right?
Yeah, the mirror room. I do appreciate, even though he is a disgusting human being, that he is just extremely giddy that this is working. Like, well, he's
He
sitting
does
there
keep
peeping,
chuckling
He's
about
like,
it.
he, like, what kind of pervy things are you getting off on? Where you're just like, ha, yes.
Well, we've already established this as pre-internet, where like apparently the world was really sad. I mean, also better, but sad at the same time.
More
that guy
pure.
could have just like. That's the kind of guy who wouldn't have a problem with getting a subscription to a pornograph magazine.
Right.
Why?
Wet hard hooters.
It's Nudie Magazine Day.
Magazine day.
Yeah. So the band, they get thrown out for confronting him.
Sure.
And then apparently at some point they owe a $900 fine.
Oh, they owe $900 for their instruments. They haven't paid rent on their mortgage on their instruments or whatever.
Sure.
Mortgage.
I don't know. They say for those instruments, like
Yeah,
Like
they
they-
send the police to collect on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this all comes together so like at some point Chet wakes up from another dumbass fantasy that he's had. Most of the really, like, the entire credit sequence is a fantasy that Chet is having. Like, that, none of that is actually happening.
I like to imagine the entire movie didn't happen.
Man.
I mean, I was just doing that right now.
No, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So he wakes up from his latest one, which was a ridiculous photo shoot, which could have been an actual photo shoot because he got those ladies up there to do it anyway.
oh, okay. So now I see what the dream part was. The dream part was all the naked in the water.
Yes.
Yeah, because yeah.
Right.
He got them to a photo shoot, but the naked water stuff was a fever dream. Okay, got it.
Stuff. Yeah, he didn't actually flood the second floor of the house.
Right. Check out nakedwaterstuff.com.
Don't go to that site.
I'm going to bookmark that right now on the studio computer.
Do not go to that site.
Give a fuck. Go where the fuck you want on the
It's a
internet.
Chromebook. It's a Chromebook. It doesn't
Making
matter.
a joke, Jesus.
We're all adults here,
What
Chuck.
the fuck?
It's the internet. Do what you want. Man.
Yeah, it's
Get
just
a
people-
subscription to a Nudie Magazine. I don't give
It's
a
just
shit.
people on jet skis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water stuff.
Naked
Yeah.
people on jet skis.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He walks back out into the living room, and all his friends are there, and they are sad, and they all have grievances. And he's like, I just had a great dream. What are you all sad about? And Renee is like, someone broke in and stole all my bikinis. And he's like, no, I sold them to the ladies who were here, and here's the money. And she's like, I'm going to be a billionaire. This is the best idea ever. And Cheryl is like, I'm sad because the boy I met had sex with someone else that he met. So, and
Good for him.
Mad Dog doesn't have anything to say. The activist is like, yeah, they're going to steal the beach or whatever with condos. And this all leads to, bikini fashion show contest, rent a bar, let's go. We'll use her bikinis, and those will sell like crazy, and we'll save the beach, and it's going to be the best pinball summer ever.
Not
Yep.
pinball summer.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, at the hour mark, they have introduced the plot.
Yes. So the plot begins. They say they rent a bar, but
It looks like just a room
they run afoul of the law
for
for not
selling,
having a beer license.
Yeah.
Which Mad Dog was in charge of. Mad Dog got all the beer. So he's just sitting there the entire time during the bikini fashion show.
saying
Just,
nothing.
well, it's just one shot of him that they used 17 times, but he's just grinning like, yes, I have done the best thing ever.
The knowing smirk.
Yeah. So they just have a bikini fashion show while the band plays instrumentally, which is better because the singing part is not their strong suit.
Nope.
And it's just all the ladies that we've met so far wearing bikinis and just walking around on stage, and we just keep cutting to the same like two dudes in the audience going, wow, holy shit, check out those bikinis.
Yep.
And after that is when the cops show up. They all strut around on stage, and then it's just the cops are here and the DA is here, and they're like, shut this down. Lewd and lascivious and
Lewd and licentious.
Yes.
You don't hear that one very often.
That's a rarity.
They
Is
got
that
out
because
there
they didn't
fucking
have a license for it?
Yeah.
For ludity?
I mean, they weren't even
Ludity.
they weren't even in flagrante delicto or
No,
anything.
no.
No.
Yeah, so they're
brought
like,
their thesaurus to a bikini fight.
Yeah.
so they're like, shut this down. You're all under arrest for reasons.
You owe $900.
Yes, the
Yeah.
band.
You
The
you're in
band's
trouble for
instruments,
for a beer license.
yeah.
You're an accomplice because you made the bikinis and you won't even wear them. How dare you, you
Right.
prude?
Yeah. Who do you think you are?
Oh, and we're taking the instruments.
Yes.
That was like one of the first things she said. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's like, well, this is a bummer.
Yeah.
And
Pinball
then
bummer.
outside,
Bikini bummer.
Yeah, music guy shows up first and pays the $900 because he heard them on the radio on the way over.
Right, yes.
And he wants to sign them because
Bert
he didn't.
Harden has
Yeah,
arrived.
yeah,
Well,
Bert Hardon didn't hear them sing
Cheryl did go back to his house
and
to
invite him.
Return the
to
rope.
return the robe that was thrust upon her when she was yelling at him. And he's apologized. He's like, sorry, I was trying to write my hit song and I was distracted by your dripping wet body. And she's like, I know. So, and she's like, I'm going to be at the bikini bar later. Why don't you come and check it out? And he's like, yeah, I might. My name's Bert Harden. Where else am I going to be?
Right.
Well, at first he's like, I might.
Once I finish
and
this
then-
song for Striper.
Right.
Yeah.
So he comes back. I believe he hands the band, like he pays for their music instruments and hands them a song because I believe that is the song they then sing immediately after.
Okay.
Okay.
He is then sitting at the bar with a bottle of champagne and a bouquet of roses, just waiting for Cheryl to finish whatever it is she's doing.
Well, she wins.
She does.
wins
And so
the
she's
contest.
just prancing around with a tiara on, and
Right.
he's just goofily
But
smiling at her.
but before we get to
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, because we will talk about that one.
Okay.
because like okay, the cops have shown up and everything's fucked, and then cut to outside, and a fucking limo pulls up with
Dallas Cowboy cheerleader bikini girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Well,
with steer horns on the front.
Well, I
that
jokingly
say
said, "Oh,
big
here comes
text.
Mr. Big to save everything," like the
Yeah.
end of fucking Wayne's World. And,
yeah,
and
and they cut to the front, which has a license plate on it that says "Big," and you're like, "What the?" And then out get some Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and a cowboy. This is Big Earl Connors, who just comes in and just fucking owns the movie. He's just like, "Well, let me tell you all something. This guy, Mad Dog, he's a marketing genius. He came to me with an idea to sell beer and put women in bikinis, and we're going to do it all over the world. And here's your money, Mad Dog. And oh, yeah, by the way, here's your liquor license," which, no, absolutely fucking not. If I'm going to knock this movie
totally
for
works that way.
anything,
Maybe
it is
he paid for it and just hadn't delivered it. I don't
had it
know.
delivered to Mr. Big, who doesn't live in the area.
Right.
Okay.
He was like, I'm going to come in and pay for this. My flight was a little late because Texas.
I gotta say, of all the things in this movie, that's the least thing I take umbrage with
No,
because
that is the one thing
what?
I'm like.
He's
no,
a business guy. You call business guys; they have people that do things, and here's your liquor license. You know, like
Beer license.
Whatever.
it's a beer license.
Let's
it's
be-
literally just
okay,
a beer license.
beer and wine license. It is a separate license.
I only
but
make a
yes.
distinction because it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, I'm just saying
Because he does
Brenda
say-
at his office went down to the county thing and picked up the liquor license. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Beer license.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so he just fucking owns the room and is just, big girl over here thinks y'all are awesome and fuck the police and I'm out. My jet's waiting. See ya.
Yeah.
And at some point, the forgot his name. Sorry, my brain went on vacation.
Chet?
Nope. At some point, Ken Devishan shows up,
Oh yeah, he's wandered into the crowd.
and he's like,
he pulled
"You-"
up when the cops pulled up.
That's right. You girls owe me money for rent or
Yeah.
something. And they're like, actually, you're a huge pervert and you have a hole in the shower. Why don't you fuck off? And he fucks off.
He does, yeah. It seems like it was going to incite the crowd to beat his ass because
Yeah.
they're all like, "Boo! How dare you objectify women?" Now back to the bikini show. Boo!
Well, let's
was
draw a difference.
consent,
These
by the
girls,
way.
I understand.
Yeah, these
I-
girls signed up for it.
Also, it is someone. Oh, the DA. Like, hey, you're the guy that's doing the land deal with the condos.
Yeah,
And-
they
and then
introduced this plot point.
and then the crowd goes into like a pitchforks and torches
Yeah.
kind of mentality. But,
Boo! Save the beach. So
but yeah, they just go back to the bikini contest.
yeah, they announced the winners, the second and first runner-ups, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
Cheryl wins.
Cheryl wins.
Well, they have to. They take time to let third and second place strut out in a 7-person bikini contest.
Well, I mean,
They're
Oh,
not-
also Renee has gone backstage and glammed up and put on a bikini, and she's like, "I guess it's cool to be hot." Heh.
I think that
we
was
don't
at
even
the
get
very
to
end.
see the
Whatever.
glamming up.
No, she just comes out. She's just standing there,
Well,
like
one
I'm
of
hot
the
now.
one of their stupid arguments of like, oh yeah, well if you're not doing lewd things, how come you're not wearing your own bikini? Huh?
She storms off, and then when she comes back, she's like, "Well, check
Yeah.
this out."
Except
Or
she
one of
didn't-
those weird V bikinis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, except she didn't put a bikini on; she put a one piece on.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah. It's still pretty revealing.
well,
Sure, yeah.
sure, yes, but fine.
That's the thing. Like every bikini in this is a very '90s bikini. Like it's
Yes.
either like weird '90s neon colors, or it's that weird like we've crisscrossed 2 pieces of dental floss into a weird ass pattern, and
Yeah.
they just barely cover nipples, and that's all you need.
Well, it's also just like every single bikini is the kind where the hip line is like just under the tits.
Sure.
I mean, it's like
Oh, yeah.
It's I don't
The
know.
Brazilian
Women were
waist
built
thing.
differently in the '90s, and they could have the weird things that go up to their
I don't think they were
armpits.
built that different.
No, they were very different. Trust me, I've seen a lot of '90s ladies in this movie. They're built differently. Some of them because of surgery, but they were built differently.
That was all the rage back then. That
God.
particular cut.
Just
And yeah, half of them are not bikinis.
Right.
Half of them are the weird one pieces that defy
sure.
gravity and physics. I'm not complaining. I'm just describing.
No, lots of side boob, lots of under boob, lots of boob,
Some over boob,
lots of hard boob, lots of
some direct boob.
lots of just
Some underwhelming
Boobs
some
filled with
overwhelming,
rocks.
some just plain whelming.
There's just about a boob for everybody in this movie. Just about.
if you like boobs,
Yeah.
check out Bikini Summer.
or the internet.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a lot.
You're better off with the internet.
Yeah. So the contest is over. The cops have left, although the cops one by one start sneaking back in and paying the cover charge to enjoy the show because they have been taught a lesson that boobs are the unifying force in our
Right.
universe, and it's better to just enjoy them than be an asshole.
You know, the lead cop is the first one to come back
Yes.
in, and he takes his squat helmet off, hands it to the activist dude, and he's like, "Power to the people, man!" Signs the petition and goes
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Then the other cops come in too.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't think they ever actually defeat the condo. I think they just get enough signatures that they can then take it to the city
Yeah,
council.
the whole point was to get people to sign the petition so
Yeah.
that they would get a hearing at the
Right.
city council.
which more than likely will be told no. We're
They'll
building-
get their hearing and they'll go, nah.
We hear you.
Yeah.
No. We're going with condos. Thank you very
Except
much.
for the condo developers guy was revealed to be a sex pest. So maybe in the
But it's
in the
91.
but in the universe of this movie, it would probably work out for the
guess.
save the condo people.
Maybe. I don't know.
Not in the real world, especially not in the 1991 real
Right.
world. They'd be like, "Oh, you're a sex pest? Great, you can build 2 condoms."
Yes.
I honestly can say this. I've never cared less about what happened to a character in a movie less than what happens to anyone in this one.
I think we understand that at this point. So
They can all die.
they have finished the fashion show, and then Chet goes, "Oh shit, we forgot to paint the house," and they're coming back tomorrow. So they all dash home, and they go upstairs, and they see that upstairs has been decorated. I'm not sure it's been painted, but it's been furnished.
It gives the impression that it's been entirely
Whatever they
redone.
were,
Yeah.
they're just like, it's done. And they look over at Mad Dog, and he's like, "Yeah, it was me, because I'm Mad Dog." And they're like, "Oh, you."
He had to
And-
clean up all that seltzer they sprayed everywhere.
Right, we didn't even talk about the seltzer fight that they had.
Yeah, they-
The impromptu seltzer fight.
No, that was in the script.
There's no fucking way that was in
Yeah.
the script.
I
That was a,
Yeah.
we are short 7 minutes, what do we do?
yeah.
And we just happen to have comically large seltzer bottles around.
Yeah. Yes.
They planned for
3
that.
liters of seltzer.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also want to note that during her victory march for winning the bikini contest, it is intercut with all the footage of her swimming nude
It does, yeah.
again.
Yep. Yeah, if you missed it before, like if you
Yeah.
got up and walked out, like at one point you did.
This is her victorious moment, waving to the crowd. She has won the bikini contest.
Yes.
This is the pinnacle of her life thus far.
Her ticket has been punched.
Yes.
She is
And-
on her way.
And her winning montage is her swimming nude in a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's reminding us of how she landed Mr. Burt Hardin.
Yeah. So, ladies, some life advice for you. Swim nude in a rich man's pool. Might
Just
work out for you.
In a rich stranger's pool.
Yes. And then get mad at him
Right. For living there.
and kick him out of his own house.
But take his robe anyway.
Yes.
I will take this because I am
And
nude.
that will be your victory lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I can actually get behind this usurper policy we have. Just, like taking over people's houses.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I live here.
No,
I am hotter.
yeah.
Yeah, squatters' rights.
Yeah.
That's right. My tits are out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Harambe law.
You have significantly more rights when your tits are out.
I may just be a simple guerrilla lawyer, but I understand one thing. If out are your tits, then you must acquits. Are their tits, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's habeas bubis.
Yeah.
If you habia a boob.
Yeah, it's show me the boobs, I believe is.
So, yeah, apparently everything works out for everybody.
yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah. Except for the rating 4 bags. There's very small redemptive things. The only thing keeping it from a 5, which I know Harlow's going to give it. So don't even need to.
Pencil that
he
in
doesn't
right
want
now?
to discuss it. Let's just.
What are your
it's
redeemers,
it,
Mackie?
There's some boobs,
Fair enough.
and I liked them.
That is a valid point.
Yes. Let me go ahead and go on the record. This is saying this is not a statement that I dislike boobs, much like I like puppies. I like puppies. Another name for boobs
Right.
from
yeah,
the
for
90s.
Jerry
Yeah.
Lawler over here.
So just let it be known that I enjoy puppies just as much as I do
Yeah.
boobs. But please don't make them talk or be weirdly
Don't make the boobs talk?
Yeah.
firm and
Yeah.
odd directioned.
But this is just it's our case of comedy that's not funny.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
wouldn't
those
even
are
say
the
that.
hardest to sit through.
I wouldn't even say that. There's no attempts at comedy.
Yeah.
Like there aren't jokes that fail. There are just scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were things that people were saying, and there were noises like punctuating, like that was funny, right? And I kept thinking,
No.
no.
Oh man, that when he first walks out onto the beach with his camera and it is playing like this hyper Seinfeld theme as he's walking around.
Oh, Jesus.
That is the most insane. like
Yeah.
like it's
That's-
just someone
that's-
just beating on something and breathing into a microphone and just making weird popping noises.
Yeah. Yes, these are all the things that I despised about it.
I know.
Yeah.
So
I
5,
awarded 5 bags, and may God have mercy on its soul.
4.
4 bags.
I'm thinking about it.
'Kay.
Still. I like boobs too, so I'm somewhere trying to figure out if I like them enough to
I
keep this
understand.
out of the doghouse. Chuck?
You're going to give it jocks, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
It gets a jocks. I'm sorry.
fuck you.
It gets one jocks.
No.
Coming from the place that I set up at the beginning of this episode of the Bikini movies, this is the Citizen Kane of those.
No.
They can all be bad. It's fine. There could be no redeeming movies. It's fine.
you can do whatever
it's
you
like
want,
the
Chuck.
Cannibal Jungle bullshit.
Chuck is grading on a curve. We are not.
I'm grading on a curve.
I'm saying
let me tell
you could round up all the shitty ass cannibal, Holocaust movies and put them in a blender and fucking if nothing good comes out, you can just say fuck that entire genre.
Yeah, but I don't want to even look at cannibal Holocaust
Well, no,
movies.
but-
I want to look at boobs, and these were tolerable.
I will say
I-
personally,
this is like I don't know. That's like watching an entire shitty ass movie because the car was cool. I mean, it's just that's so
We've done that.
ridiculously stupid. Like, just go fucking look at a picture of a car. Go find that car and drive it. Like, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't know.
if you give me 5 shit smoothies, and I'm like, oh, this is the best shit smoothie, it's still a shit smoothie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, your shit's not as nutty, so it's good.
That's my personal opinion on that. Chuck, you do whatever you want. I'm not your dad, or am I?
Well, I don't know. 23andMe. Let's go. Towards the in the last 30 minutes, this movie broke all of you to the point where you started making jokes towards it, and that's what I had been hoping for the entire movie. I just sat there and shut up. I was having a good time.
Oh, I was thinking veto nearly immediately and just waiting for someone else to say it.
You could have. I mean,
I was waiting for the porn. And it never happened.
I'm just saying, this is one of those movies. Like I was 5-minute ruled immediately. Like in my head, I
You
was
should
like,
have said
I was
it.
like, this fucking. I hate everything about this.
you should have said it.
I hate this.
You can't.
asshole. I hate these people. I hate everything.
Okay.
But what would that do to Curtis if he watched Bikini
Oh, that would have
Summer
been cruel to Curtis.
for no reason?
Yeah, he would have had to
That's
sat
the
through.
thing. It's like I am
It's
mostly
a cruel to Curtis summer.
I am mostly broken at this point when it comes to watching this shit. It's like part of me was just still like, I can't believe this was a thing that somebody said. That's my vision. I'm doing this.
Hey man, VHS days were different.
This was nobody's vision. This was
okay.
a market that needed to be tapped, basically. It was, these things will make a shit ton of money at the video store, and they did.
I don't know. Like I said, it's just a situation that makes me sad all around. That people were doing it and people were watching it. It's all sad. It is a big pile of sadness that happens to involve breasts. Yeah.
It's a weird sentence.
So here's the deal on the, I like, as any other man who likes boobs, I like boobs, right? They're great. I like women. I like looking at them. It's nice.
I like all these disclaimers.
Right. But, if the whole point is to be titillating, yeah, you see what I did there? Then I can watch almost literally anything else. There's so many other things that I can watch. So,
Well, sure, this movie did not get the blood flowing, if
this
that's
be-
what you mean.
Yeah, for this to be like a breast vehicle or oh man, this I know I'm using a lot of fun words, fun turns of phrase here.
Breast vehicle.
Yeah.
I used to drive that in college.
That's what I called my minivan. Yeah, it's not any of the things that I think it sets out to be. It's not hot. It's not funny. It's not good.
Not hot. Come on, movie, get hot.
Yeah, but it does nothing that this sort of thing promises that it will. And a lot of these movies don't. And that's why I find them generally bad. Like Pinball Summer, which is this sort of kind of movie, which is an
It is.
irreverent quasi-sex comedy set in improbable situations, with no real, not many redeeming qualities. That actually does some shit. That's actually somewhat funny.
It had pinball machines in it.
It did have pinball machines in it, and it had a song that
You listen to it enough.
you'd listen to it enough and you appreciate it. Even though it sounds like it was recorded on failing equipment.
So just to ground your rating here,
Okay.
you gave Pinball Summer 4 bags.
Man, I got to give this one 5 bags then. Yeah.
I just wanted to make it clear.
5 hard bags.
That's
5 hard 90s bags.
5 bags that do not move. Gravity will never take.
Like bags of sand.
Yeah, what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable breast?
I don't know, but they were very wise not to have the ladies touch boobs because there would have been some ruptures. Or some universe damage. You don't know how that some sort of singularity would have formed. when 2 pairs of rock hard boobs collide. Look out.
Yeah.
Whatever. I liked it, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Well, you have bad
But again,
taste
I'm
in this
coming
shit.
from a different place on these. This to me is of the 125 of these things that I've seen, one of the good ones. So I'm just saying to people who are like me, you
Good
should watch
ones,
this.
in quotation marks.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe that they made 119 other movies that had less
That were worse
plot.
than this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that had less plot and focus or anything happening. I mean, like I said, this just felt like a misguided, Tropicana commercial. Not Tropicana. What the fuck's the suntan lotion bullshit? Hawaiian Tropic commercial. Tropicana is the orange juice.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Orange juice.
No, it felt like a weird, gross, Venus, Hawaiian Tropic,
Promotional video.
Well, yeah, like somehow you wandered over onto some I don't know, we can get away with Cinemax rules over here infomercial. It was so fucking pointless. Everything in it. Yeah. Just I'm over here and I'm talking like people don't talk. Okay, now I'm over here and I'm talking like people like talk. Let's have a seltzer fight.
Seltzer fight was okay.
Yeah, it's great.
But this is not one that I have any, there's no need to recommend this at all. I don't... Unless you're, a bikini movie aficionado, but then you're a, depraved individual like Chuck, and you have your own sort of morals about these things.
So you're saying is one jock's statement is a moral statement.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's just a personal failing of Chuck's. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
we should put out an ethics statement about this episode. Just be like, listen,
Chuck has none, so there you go.
so pay no attention.
Yeah.
The actual movie got bags. The lowest of low bags it could possibly get.
Unmovable bags.
Yeah, well, Chuck,
Right.
at least I liked it second most.
Yeah. Thanks.
There were boobs.
Don't give a shit.
Just trying to help you out.
I know. I appreciate that.
Chet can go fuck himself, though.
Yeah.
Since,
Yeah,
since
Chet
nobody
sucked.
else will.
I don't think he wants anyone to.
Well, okay.
He seems to be together with the bikini tailor at the end.
Bikini.
Yeah.
I want to see Bikini Taylor. Bikini Taylor is probably...
If there's one thing this episode has given us, it's a bunch of really dumb phrases.
Sure. We didn't even mention that the DA lady finally, everyone goes home and she just goes backstage and puts on a bikini and just dances around on the empty stage at the end.
Yep.
That's what it freeze frames on at
With the end.
question mark.
Yeah.
Which is true because there's 2 more Bikini Summers. But don't worry, we ain't going to watch them because these guys don't have any fun.
It looks like Bikini Summer 3 turns dark from the cover art.
Are they burying a body?
Well, now
No,
wait
it
a
just
minute.
has that. Okay, so Bikini Summer has a beach and a Jeep and blue, blue background.
And
Bikini Summer
bikinis.
and bikinis, obviously. Bikini Summer 2, more of the same. Bikini Summer 3,
Oh, wow, yeah.
oranges and the girls are still smiling, but it's a very
Oh.
This could be like a murder mystery.
A Thriller?
It's the
Yeah.
sunset
Yes.
of Bikini.
yes,
It's
Summers.
perhaps.
It's written by someone named Chopper Lang.
Oh, shit.
Chopper Lang, is that Clubber's brother?
Yes, from Rocky 3.
Chopper Lang.
Yes.
It was
The son of Clubber Lang and Chopper Dave.
it was the only thing Chopper Lang
Yeah.
ever wrote. So it was his vision.
Chopper Lang's like the Kirkland brand version of Clubber Lang.
Yeah. He's that guy who played Mr. T in the 18
Yeah.
reboot.
I'll get some Ivan Fago.
Well, I don't know. This has a red-haired cat lady in it, so this might be up Harlow's alley.
What am I looking at?
Bikini Summer 3.
Why is this up my alley?
I don't know.
She
You
has
like
weird-
red-haired cat ladies or something?
Okay. I wasn't aware, but thanks.
You like half of that statement. You like the
ladies?
redheads?
What do you mean red-haired cat ladies?
I
Is
don't
that in
know
the
what he's talking
IMDb
about.
pictures?
Yeah,
somewhere?
like the third and fourth photo are red-haired cat ladies.
Oh, I went the other way. I always go left.
Go the right way.
Now we're just browsing IMDb.
Well, we're not on Bing.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I
I
see.
see.
Red-haired cat ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of cat.
Aren't you
lady.
curious now as to what the red-haired cat lady's doing in Bikinis R3?
Nope.
You know what? No.
I'm just curious why it became my thing. That's all.
It's your signature style, didn't you?
Definitely,
Did you?
yes. I hate dogs and breasts.
Hate dogs, love red-haired cat ladies.
Yeah, love red-haired cat ladies, though, however.
Anyway,
Yeah, well, we did all of our promotional stuff at the beginning of the show, pretty much. I mean,
Mostly. We
yeah.
talked about Patreon. There's also the website, bmfcast.com. Patreon, by the way, is patreon.com/bmfcast. I think you already would have known
may
that.
not have mentioned that,
But it's not hard to find. Y'all are...
you're
if
smart.
y'all have figured out how to get to this podcast, you can figure out how to
You
get
are
to the
internet
Patreon.
savvy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So find us in all the things.
You can look up boobs and save
Yeah,
your time not
you can
watching
Bing
bikini
boobs.
movies. Yeah.
You can.
Bing Claudia Christian or whatever from last week and look at her
That was
boobs
not
instead.
Claudia Christian.
Yeah,
I can't... Carmen Miranda.
It's definitely not Carmen Miranda.
She's doing a whole bunch of that lady from last week, Carrie Stevens. Is her
Uh-huh.
name.
There you go. Good job.
I just had to
So to work it out, Claudia
contextualize
Christian.
it. Yeah. Carrie Stevens. She's doing a whole bunch of like weird ads for some radio station, some hard metal radio station in LA. It's weird. It's
Okay.
all over her Instagram.
Well, good for
It's
her.
Very strange.
Oh, you went to Instagram,
I
did
did.
you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's so strange. But they're all like weird motion ads or like GIFs. GIFs.
GIFs, you mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
For the radio.
I think you mean YIFs. It's a soft
YIFs.
drink.
no,
yeah.
they aren't GIFs.
GIFs. Jens
Yeah,
says
it's.
GIFs.
I mean, it's just like he pronounces his name. It's a Yins. It's a Yif.
I don't think that's.
I'm going YIF now. Yeah. No, wait, no,
Yeah.
no. I can't believe I said that. That was a
Oh,
mistake.
Yep.
Here come the
Nope,
Nazis.
too bad.
Yep.
You paused long enough to where I can make a clean edit there.
I did it.
The furries are coming for you now, buddy. In more ways than one.
Man, I've said so
Three
many
cowboys
bad
and the
things.
big one.
There you go.
Going for the Yifs.
Another one for the
I guess I'm
soundboard.
going the Yifstance.
That one got Chuck angry. He got physically angry at that. Chuck, it was just like, how dare you? We need to.
Yeah, let's get, out of here, please. Please, let's get out of here. I am Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ,
I'm Chuck.
and this is BMFcast out. Bye.
Bye.
Happy summer of bikinis.
So what's next week, Chuck?
Well, I'm not saying.
Oh, we
got to
go
go
off the air
online.
before you can
Jesus
tell us.
Christ.
I gotta know, man.
I want to know what you're feeling.
Hey, that's another one-hit wonder. Information Society.
Mm-hmm.
I always remember the CD for that having like it was a CD plus G.
Yep.
And this was like in 1987 or something, and I was always like, "How do I view the graphics on the CD?" And I was never able to.
You need to put it in a Sega CD.
Didn't have one.
I don't know. It definitely would have played in a Sega CD.
But yeah, I'd like put it in a computer.
Oh, no. Help
A computer.
A physical computer.
You put it in a computer.
Yeah, a computer with
we have a computer?
Yeah, with a CD-ROM. And I found no way to find the CD plus G content.
It's
I
in
was-
the computer.
Oh, you could use a karaoke machine.
Yeah. Do you have it now? Because I bust out the Sega CD. We can make this fucking happen.
You can just
no,
go, you just
I-
go on YouTube and watch it.
I sold all 12 boxes of CDs for $100.
Don't fucking rain on my Sega CD parade, Chuck.
rained on my boot parade.
Oh, I sure did.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Rain on your boot.
Okay,
parade.
Sweet.
We've been trying to watch this movie for like 12 years.
Really? Well, I wouldn't say that, but
We were still on the line. I hope you didn't put that in the camera.
Okay.
maybe.
So, TurboGrafx CD,
Okay.
Turbo Duo, Philips CDI, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, JVC XI,
3DO.
the 3DO, the Amiga CD32, Commodore CD TV, and the Atari Jaguar CD.
Well, the thing is, like, I should probably try and do a search, but I would think that is something that does not exist on the internet right now.
What the
Like what the actual content.
Oh,
would
it totally
have
does.
been.
absolutely. It's
I've watched Sega CD stuff
Yeah.
that I owned on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. There's weird shit out there on YouTube.
Now, it may have gotten flagged because of the song, but I bet the content is still there.
I think there was probably one of those tracks was on that sampler thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Sega CD, which is probably in this house somewhere.
And there it is. It's on YouTube. Goddamn, internet, you come through again. I hope this is muted.
The only thing I've not been able to find on the internet is what the hell it was a commercial for with the no email hot dog.
Oh, weird.
I've looked so many fucking ways for that. What?
Look at like this is how it rendered. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, it was really rudimentary. It was like
Oh
those
my
weird,
God.
like, when a station would go off the air and they would just play that computer-generated news.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah, it's just painting in the... Yep. That's what CDG was.
That's exactly what was on
It was-
the
it was-
Sega CD thing.
It's not amazing now,
It's
but
funny,
at
I
the time,
remember-
you're like, holy shit,
I
pictures.
remember that exact frame.
Yeah.
Like you flip it around. I'm like, nope, I've seen that.
Yep. Wow. It was neat. It was a weird, like, jukebox, you know.
Yeah, almost like one of them was like a straight up karaoke track. It
Yeah.
actually had the bouncing ball and stuff.
But it was just a weird visualizer before those things ever existed.
This is all information about Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck. This is weird. Okay.
Oh, they were the Information Society. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't watch it now. Wait till you're in your car.
While you're
You're right.
composing a handwritten letter.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait to get a new car that's got like the lane assist and all that other shit. So then I can
So you
like,
can finally
so I can
bring
freely
scrolls
just
of parchment.
watch. Yeah. That was fun when I was getting my my loaner car.
Oh yeah,
that,
you had all
that
the,
thing basically fucking drove itself. It was great.
Harlow's car does that. Does
It's
all the shit.
slows down like if you get too close and you got cruise control on.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is I sometimes feel like the distance that it picks up a car. Like, okay, let's say you're going on the road at 45, 50 and it's like
Yeah.
a traffic light. It's like it picks it up a little too late. Where you're like, all right, find that there's a car that stopped.
The Hyundai one had 4 different levels of distance you could
Oh,
choose.
this was yeah, but I mean, it's like the car doesn't even appear on the iRegister. There's a car in front of me
Oh.
until it's like slam on the brakes because there's a car.
Yikes.
So I don't trust it for that. I usually will start backing off before
Eh,
an intersection. But I mean, if you were
I'll
behind
trust
the car,
the
it's fine.
computers.
You know, I do that all the time. I throw on adaptive cruise control just going down Phillips and shit. I don't care. It's like it's so easy.
Yep.
Just follow that person. I'm in no hurry.
That's got to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Got to be cool.
Yeah, I mean it's nice except for the people that other people on the road that are just like the right hand lane is for passing, and I'm gonna ride your ass and
Yeah.
whip around you and do dumb things and make your AI stuff in your car flip out because I just whipped my car 3 inches in front of yours, so that your car then slams on its brakes because it's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's the biggest. I think one of the biggest hurdles for self-driving cars is that not everybody is going to be letting their cars drive themselves, and they're still going to be driving like assholes.
Yeah.
If we just let all the cars drive themselves, if we just said, all right, from here on out, from this point forward, all cars will be self-driving cars.
That
We'd
would
have no
never,
problems.
Never going to happen in your
yeah,
lifetime.
I was gonna say like I had hope for the self-driving car thing happening until the vaccine came around.
Yeah. Now people are going to die for the right to drive their
Yeah.
cars.
Well, what's going to, there's not going to be a turning point. It's going to be a slow, accumulation of features like are on your car. They'll just become standard features eventually, like,
Yeah.
like airbags.
But if we set some sort of like, all right, here's the date where everyone
Oh, yeah,
switches
yeah.
on their automatic cars and that's it, people will fucking revolt.
What you'd have to do is you'd have to tell half of the people that you're not allowed to have self-driving cars, and the other half of people that you must have self-driving cars.
It's a trick.
Yeah. Some people will go, oh, finally, I have an excuse to have a self-driving car. Half of the people will go, well, they told me I can't have a self-driving car, so I'm getting the biggest self-driving pickup I can find.
I heard in Brazil the self-driving cars drove off a cliff, and that is how they squelched protesters.
And there was 2 Brazilian dead. And that's a lot.
There's also that one movie where all the self-driving cars. That was Fast 5, wasn't it? Where
No,
all
it
the
was Fast 8.
8?
8 had all
They take them all over and they pour out of the parking
'cause,
garage.
that was Charlize Theron and
Yeah.
her supercomputer.
That's right.
They just vomit out of this parking garage. It
That's
looks
a-
kind of dumb, but it's really cool.
It's an awesome scene. I can't wait for that to happen in real life.
Well, I mean, that's been the concern, is that there are people able to hack vehicles.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't care for
Yeah.
the convenience.
Man,
Fuck it.
it's-
Hack me and yeet me off a
Yeah,
cliff.
I was
don't
gonna
care,
say,
man.
like, I mean, that argument is so
Yeah.
goddamn stupid because, like, you can't mess with somebody's car now. Like, you
Right.
can't cut the brake lines or do something that's also
Yeah.
going to kill
Oh, I
them.
know.
You know, like, if someone wanted to sabotage you, the technology doesn't fucking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Hey,
the-
our base instincts are still real shitty, so you can't have nice things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Just don't put fucking internet in my car.
Yeah.
Like I don't need my car to have internet.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
Here comes
just started
the rain
pouring.
again, falling on my head. Anyway,
All right. Well, I guess we'll shut down the internet. I mean, our part of the internet.
no, let's shut
Yeah.
down the whole internet. Hit the
Okay.
button.
Is this the stop button for the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh, please, God.
we're real sorry, and also you're welcome.